There are places in America that feel like a whisper, cities once full of promise, now quietly tucked between the busy metropolises. Upstate New York is full of these whispers. Today, I want to take you to one such city, nestled along the Hudson River. Its story is written in grand, empty buildings and quiet, tree-lined streets. Once a hub of industry, now it's a living museum of what was and what could be. This city, which I'll call Rivertown, doesn't greet you with the rush of a tourist hotspot. Instead, you feel a gentle pull into a different time, the air heavy with memories and dreams. My visit wasn't about attractions, it was about connection. I wanted to understand what happens when factories close and young people move away. What I found wasn't defeat, but resilience, a community holding on, where the past is a constant companion. Rivertown teaches the true meaning of home. Even in the quietest corners, there are stories worth telling and people worth meeting. This is a journey into the heart of America's forgotten places. As we explore Rivertown, I want you to see the sunlight in an old storefront window. Hear the greeting of a shop owner who knows every customer. This is a travel story, but it's also a human story about the power of community and the soul of a place. Every town, no matter how small, has a story. Join me as we walk these streets and listen to the whispers of a city that deserves to be heard once more. The first thing you notice about Rivertown is the architecture. Grand Victorian homes, ornate banks, and an imposing old city hall. These buildings are silent storytellers, whispering tales of a time when this city was a titan of industry. Walking here is like stepping into a weathered history book. Some homes are lovingly maintained, others in graceful decay, but all carry a sense of dignity time can't erase. I wandered without a map, letting the city guide me. Every street revealed masterpieces of 19th century design. The old train station, a magnificent brick structure near the river, now sits empty. Standing on its deserted platform, you can almost hear the steam whistle of a century ago. Now, only the wind rustles through the tall grass between the tracks, a poignant symbol of the city's changing fortunes. Yet its grandeur remains, a proud monument to a bygone era. These buildings are more than brick and mortar, they are the keepers of the city's memory. They hold the stories of families, businesses, and a community's rise and fall. Even in loss, there's wonder. The craftsmanship, the vision, the enduring spirit. You see the city not just for what it is, but for everything it has been. This walk through history is emotional but unforgettable. The past lingers in every detail, inviting you to imagine, reflect, and appreciate. In Rivertown, history isn't just remembered, it's lived. That's what makes a visit here a journey through time. Afternoons in Rivertown move at a gentle human pace. The streets aren't empty, but they're never crowded. You'll see a mother with a stroller, an elderly couple hand in hand, teenagers on a park bench. People make eye contact, smile, and say hello. There's a sense of community you can feel in the air. I found a small park with an old fountain still running and just watched life unfold. A mail carrier chatted with a resident, a dog chased a squirrel, a father taught his daughter to ride a bike. These simple moments are filled with quiet joy. The city's heart isn't in its buildings, but in these daily interactions. The sounds are different too. Church bells, children's laughter, the hum of a lawnmower. It's a peaceful soundtrack that soothes the soul. This quietness isn't emptiness. It's a different kind of life, valuing peace over noise. The slower rhythm encourages you to linger, observe, and connect. You notice small details, savor the moments in between. Visiting Rivertown isn't just a vacation. It's a reminder of the beauty in a life lived at a thoughtful pace. Sometimes, slowing down is the best way to truly see a place. Main Street in Rivertown is a portrait of resilience, a mix of occupied and empty storefronts, each telling part of the city's story. Here, small business owners invest their dreams, believing in Rivertown's potential. I visited a bookstore run by Carol, who's been there over 30 years. Her store is more than a business, it's a cultural hub filled with local authors and town history. Down the street, a family-run diner hasn't changed in decades. The owner knows every order by heart, and the diner is a vital part of the community's fabric. These businesses are the lifeblood of Rivertown, facing challenges but persevering out of love for their home. Shopping here, eating here, is more than a transaction. It's an investment in a dream. You help keep Main Street alive and become part of Rivertown's story of resilience. The fight to keep the lights on is real, but so is the hope. Main Street is where the city's heart beats strongest. Every open door is a testament to belief in the future. Supporting these places means supporting the soul of the city. In Rivertown, every purchase is a vote for community. When industry faded, art filled the void in Rivertown. In old warehouses and repurposed storefronts, I found galleries and studios alive with creativity. Artists here tell the city's story in color, shape, and form. I visited a cooperative gallery in a former textile mill. High ceilings, natural light, and deeply personal art. Sculptures from salvaged materials, murals on brick walls, each piece honors Rivertown's past and imagines its future. The art scene is a community, not just individuals. Artists collaborate, support each other, and bring cultural events to the city. Public art transforms blank walls into canvases for hope. This creative spark is one of Rivertown's greatest strengths. It proves a city's wealth is measured in culture and spirit, not just economics. Even when forgotten by the world, Rivertown's soul finds a way to shine. Art here is resilience made visible. In Rivertown, nature is a constant, comforting presence. The city is cradled by the beauty of the Hudson Valley, rolling hills, dense forests, and the mighty river. I walked a riverfront path, watched people fish and jog, breathed in the fresh air. Nature is a daily source of solace and pride for residents. Just outside town, hiking trails wind through forests to breathtaking overlooks. From above, Rivertown looks peaceful, nestled in a vast green landscape. Nature offers hope, a foundation for tourism, recreation, and renewal. The river and hills will always be here, even if factories never return. For locals and visitors alike, nature is an invitation to reconnect and recharge. In Rivertown, the landscape isn't just a backdrop, it's part of the city's identity. You can learn a lot about a place through its food. In Rivertown, the culinary scene reflects history and hope. Honest, heartfelt cooking, not trends. I had lunch at a cafe run by a young couple who moved here for community and opportunity. Their food, made with local ingredients, was simple and delicious, a bright spot in town. They want their cafe to be a gathering place, part of the town's slow revival. One evening, I found a tiny Italian restaurant run by an elderly couple who came here decades ago. When the factories closed, they opened the restaurant, serving authentic homemade meals to loyal locals. These meals are more than food, they're acts of connection and hope. Supporting these small businesses means supporting the backbone of the community. In Rivertown, every meal is a story of resilience and tradition. Choosing where to eat is an act of participation in the town's future. The flavors here are deeply moving, full of history, hope, and heart. Food is how Rivertown shares its soul. The true story of Rivertown is its people. I met those who stayed when jobs left and the world moved on, not out of necessity, but love for their home. A retired factory worker now volunteers at the Historical Society, preserving the city's past for future generations. A young teacher returned after college, determined to give back and inspire her students. These stories reveal a powerful sense of place and community. People here look out for one another, celebrate victories, and support each other through hard times. This strong community fabric is Rivertown's greatest asset. It's an invisible force that holds everything together. Despite challenges, the city's heart beats strong. In Rivertown, resilience lives in every story. My time in Rivertown made me think about all the forgotten cities across America. They may lack flashy attractions, but they have soul, stories of resilience, strength, and quiet beauty. These places are an essential part of the American story and deserve to be remembered. They reflect our history, our challenges, and our spirit. To ignore them is to ignore a vital part of who we are. So, next time you travel, look beyond the usual destinations. Visit a small town, buy coffee from a local cafe, browse an independent bookstore, listen to people's stories. Your visit and support matter. Travel can be an act of connection and remembrance. It's about finding beauty in the imperfect, hope in the quietest places. Let's not forget these cities. Let's seek them out and celebrate their resilience. In remembering them, we remember ourselves. Rivertown's story is America's story, one of hope, endurance, and heart.